Hello, this is Isaac from Fabulous Teaching again. Just wanted to go through a few misconceptions that people that are just being introduced to algebraic expressions, that they might have, especially if you're doing functional skills, because functional skills level 2, you'll be doing much more algebra than you used to do in the previous specifications. Things have changed since September. And if you're in level 2, level 1, you might be coming across some things that you didn't learn in your previous classes. So I just thought I'm just going to use this short clip to explain with my little whiteboard here these various expressions. So you might just help you out when you come across these while you're trying to solve your algebra that you might be coming across in your lessons or in your exams. So I've got these 5 questions here, and I'm just going to use the rules to explain how you solve them or how you simplify them. So the first one is, it says x plus x, and the first thing you need to remember is that these x's are unknowns, they are variables, and these variables, they represent a number. So when you see a letter, don't panic. It's just that that letter is an unknown. It's like, say you're using a box. When we used to say 5 plus a box and we don't know what's in that box, gives us 7. We know that it's 2 that's missing. So that's what these letters represent. Now we are now saying that x, which is a certain number, plus exactly the same thing. So that's what we've got here. So x plus x, that means x and another x. So the same quantity twice. So that gives us 2x. So when you are adding the same quantity, the same variable, that is quite possible. You just make it twice of it. So x, and also if I must tell you that in front of these single letters, if there is no number, that number is called a coefficient. If there's no coefficient in front of it, there's no number there, there's an invisible 1 there. So that means 1x. But we don't tend to write them by convention. But whenever you come across them, you see them. So 1x plus 1x is 2x. Okay. Now, how about x times x? So in your normal numbers, if you had a particular number, say a 2, 2 times 2 gives you a 4. But also it means that you are squaring it. So the same thing applies. So x times an x becomes x squared. So that is the difference. X plus x is 2x, but x times x is x squared. Okay. Now we've got 2x plus 5y. Now there is something in algebra we call terms, and each one of these are terms. They are terms. They are all terms as they are. However, there is something we also call like terms and unlike terms. So like terms, unlike terms. When the terms are not similar, you can't do anything with them. So for example, we had an x plus an x. Because there's only there are only 1 x's, it's not a squared x, we can add them. But here we've got 2x plus a 5y. We can't do anything with it other than just rewrite it. That is the final answer, 2x plus 5y. We can't do anything with it. Now for this one, using this rule, we can also apply it here. Now we've got 3x plus 4y. We can't do anything with that. However, I've got 3x plus 4y plus 6x. So we can bring this 6x to this 3x. We can add them. 3x plus 6x, and that will give us 9x. And we've got 4y minus y. Remember, we have an invisible 1 here. 4y minus y, and that will give us, because we've got a plus there, plus 3y. Yep. So that is the rule with the addition of unlike terms. You can't add unlike terms you can only add like terms. And when you are adding like terms, you bring the like terms together to add them, to be able to deal with them. However, we've got something different here. We've got 8x times 3y times 4a. Now, my advice would be you should deal with the numbers first. So 3 times 8 is 24. And 24 times 4 is 96. So you get 96 first. Now, because we can multiply, we can times the letters. Remember, it's only addition and subtraction when we get there. It's only addition that we can't do anything with their unlike terms, but with multiplication we can do something. So we can bring them all. X times y times a becomes, and we're going to try and write them. It doesn't matter which order you write them, but by convention we tend to write the letters in the alphabetical order. So we're going to write 96 because a comes before x and x comes before y. So a x y. That's how we would write it. So I hope this is a bit useful to you. This is simplifying this with addition and multiplication. Similar rules apply to subtraction and division, and we will deal with those in another clip. Thank you very much.